Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wisconsin High School Esports preseason match of the week. For Overwatch 2, we have Sun Prairie versus New Richmond. It's going to be an exciting one, I feel, and we are just getting started. Just getting started here, just getting the lobby set up, so just hold on just a minute. And for reference, I am solo. I will be your solo commentator for this evening, for this match. So, yeah. Alrighty, everybody. It looks like we are about to get started here. We have Lijiang Tower with a Orisa and Junkrat ban from both teams. We're just about to get started into the first map of the WIHSEA 2025 fall season. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm excited to see what comps these teams pull out. I've been watching a lot of Overwatch professionally for quite a long time, so I'm excited to see if some teams take inspiration or they come up with their own individual team comps based on the heroes they're comfortable with. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of a different comp on either side. We're getting a bit of a flyer comp from the side of New Richmond with a Pharah, Freya, Mercy. And it seems like on Sun Prairie, we're getting a little bit more of a mix, bit more of a up-close and personal composition here. I'm excited to see how this will play out. We're starting. Got an opening fight. Nothing too fancy here. Got a little bit of poke on the side of Sigma. Looks like both teams rotating over to point. No major damage yet. It seems like Sun Prairie is going to take point first before New Richmond can touch. They're going to be building up. That Yuki takes out Who, and we've got our first pick. Not looking great on the side of New Richmond. They've already got point, and, you know, this is just going to be a very clean stagger. Can't survive or get out. Oh, maybe I take that back. Never mind. Mr. Ches getting out there just barely with his life. I have to see how we like to approach this point, especially considering there's a lot of flying characters up here. Freya, Pharah, Mercy, so... He's switching over here. Oh, and as I said, that Jay takes out Azure. Very, very, very good pick. Over here, the Echo's kind of in. Sigma has no help, and he's just going to get melted down. That's going to be a pick for Eclipse. And yeah, with Jay taking out Ruffle, I don't think there's much of a chance to really make it back in this fight. Just going to have to back out, and that's almost 70%. With ults upcoming for Sun Prairie, this is looking like a very clean first point. Have to see what ultimates we can pull out here for this fight. It's approaching a last fight territory here. But, you know, just kind of poking it out, taking their time, building up the ults just a little bit. Oh, but Mr. Ches takes down Jay. New Richmond finally getting a first pick, but they don't touch the point. That's going to be the first sub map for, yeah, for Sun Prairie, I believe. Yeah. 100-0. That is not how you want to start if you're New Richmond, but there's plenty of time to come back here. Yeah, looks like we're getting a bit of a comp switch here. We got the Sojourn, we got the Junker Queen, we got the Genji. A little bit more of a dive comp here. We'll have to see how this plays out and whether or not this can help New Richmond get on the board here. Oh, but Jay gets a very clean shot. Coral Tank going to be missing the rail. here. Jay gets 3, I think, and oh, Coral Tank is off the map there. Very tragic. And yeah, they're just going to be staggering that Junker Queen. Going to be separating Mr. Ches from the team. And Sun Prairie are already taking the first fight. But we do have a couple of close ultimates already. Oh, Ruffle fell off the map. Not sure exactly how that happened. Kind of tragic. We've got a little bit of a push going on here. But Jay takes out Azure. Coral falls off the map. Oh. Sun Prairie is looking incredibly strong. One thing I really do like about the Sun Prairie team is how easily they've been able to find the weak spots in New Richmond's push and just constantly capitalize. It's been really good so far. Jay takes out who? Jay's been getting a lot of picks. Definitely one of Sun Prairie's shining stars here. Jay, as I say that, Jay gets another. Killing Coral Tank. And, you know, New Richmond just hasn't really been able to cross this bridge. Sun Prairie doing a really good job of holding it. They have to get across this bridge, but maybe the Junkerall can help. The Wuyang comes out as well as... Oh my goodness, Jay gets 3 with the ult. That is 3 ults on the side of Sun Prairie. Already up to 82%. All you have is Tree and Echo, and it's looking rough. Mr. Ches going to swap over to the Roadhog, but it might be a little too late. I don't think anyone's going to be able to touch on the side of New Richmond here. And yeah, that is going to be map number 1 for Sun Prairie. Incredibly strong start. I mean, incredibly strong start. It just really felt like, you know, New Richmond kind of got a hold and just would not let go of that point. Not for anything. Jay, yeah, getting play of the game. Clearly one of the shining stars of this team, as we see 4 kills maybe. Wow. That was certainly a map. And now I believe we are moving on to Hybrid, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Hybrid as our next map. New Richmond is going to get first hero ban and the map pick. Oops, it looks like I had the wrong names. I am so sorry. Let me really quick edit this to... I apologize for that, everybody. As we wait for our next Seems like we are getting into map bans, map picks, and map bans. Looks like they're still deciding on a map and hero bans, so we'll have to wait. Yeah, really good match from Sun Prairie. They are going to be swapping out one of their supports, which is a little, and I think one of their DPSs, which is interesting, especially after winning the map. Perhaps it is a map rotation thing, or perhaps a hero thing. I am unsure. Yeah, we got 2 new people in, and they're still deciding on a map. Mr. Ches will be switching to DPS. Alright, we got a couple role swaps here in between maps. That's interesting. I mean, I definitely did, you know, it definitely was tough. Need to pick a hybrid map. I can't remember exactly what the map picks are here. Blizzard World, Kings Row, Midtown, and Paraíso. I can say I'm a big fan of Kings Row. I think that is one of the better maps in the game. I would absolutely love to see a Kings Row here, but you know, the Midtown's not bad, Blizzard World isn't bad, Paraíso isn't bad. Big fan of all of them. Midtown is going to be the map selection. I do think this is a much more, a bit similar to Lijiang. It's a bit big. It's kind of big. It's kind of open. There's a bit of high ground. I think that's the biggest difference. So we'll have to see how they adapt. And they're banning Ramatra. Right. I did think the Ramatra was a bit of a problem in their last match. A bit of an impenetrable wall trying to get through. So, you know, I'm excited to see what Sun Prairie are going to ban the Genji. Okay. We did see a bit of the Genji from one of the members on New Richmond. I can't remember who, but we're excited. It looks like we're about to get into map number 2 here. Great, everyone is ready, and we are going to start. Music on this map is absolutely incredible, but you know what else is incredible? Getting to see the heroes that these fine teams will pick. I'm excited to see what type of comp, especially New Richmond, pull out after their loss. So we'll have to see what the heroes are. Looks like... Okay, looks like we're getting a bit of a sniper long-distance comp from some Prairie here with the Widow, Junkrat, Orisa. Yeah, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. Especially on this map where you have to get past this choke point here. It's going to be interesting to see how it'll play out. Looks like they're still running a bit of the poke here. You know, another kind of longer ranged team comp. Looks like it's going to be a battle of aim here as we get started. Oh, the Junkrat is going in immediately, and oh, Jay gets a kill on the Widow. Wow. Incredibly early kill. The Mercy is going to res up, but the Junkrat goes down. I mean, yeah, kind of played a little out of position there. And, you know, Jay gets another pick. Mr. Ches gets the Mercy in return. It looks like New Richmond are up 1. Are they going to capitalize off of it is the question. Seems like Sub Prairie have kind of held off a little bit, just in time for everyone to get back. Little unfortunate you couldn't quite fully capitalize there, but you know, they're just gonna continue pushing up a little bit, poking out, see if they can get a pick. Cassidy already has the ult, really fast ult here. But the one and Tulsa killing both Sigma and Mercy. Ooh, nice snipe with a spear there, and I think New Richmond are gonna have to back off here. Not really gonna be able to get much. Oh wow, an incredible sequence there. Gonna be killing so many. Jay switching over to the Ashe. Maybe he didn't really like the way Widow could play against this composition here. Wow, Jay gets a pick with the dynamite. A little accidental there, it seemed like, but good placement. Wow, I mean, they're getting held pretty much full health here. Wow. They got 4 ults though. Not all hope is lost. Still a minute 40 left. That's plenty of time to make something happen. We just have to see what New Richmond can do. Oh, the ult gets canceled by, I think, the spear. And then the Freya ult gets canceled too. Oh, that is so tragic. Yeah, I mean, oh my god, this Bob is doing so much work. Just the Kiri left. Coral Tank using the ults just to maybe get a fast push out of spawn. But it hasn't gotten a whole lot done. The Junkrat trap, ooh, it's gonna break it. Good recognition there. I have to see. It looks like the Freya's on a bit of a higher angle here. See if we can get a pick. Oh no, falls off. I think that's gonna be dead. Yeah, Jay. Excellent shots once again. So tragic. Just 30 seconds left, a little under 30 seconds left. New Richmond has to make something happen, or this is going to be a really tough hold. Someone has to touch, but I think 4 of them were dead there, and yeah, round 1, not even a single tick on the side of New Richmond. Sun Prairie are looking in a prime position to take this game. But, you know, New Richmond, I could tell the way they were playing, they are definitely more of a defensive team overall. So we'll have to see if they could pull out a composition that can full hold and get the draw. I mean, that is the only thing you can do now. As Sun Prairie only need 1 tick of the point to win. And go up 2-0 in the series. Looks like Jay going to be back on the signature venture. Junkrat, WIHSEA. Yeah, all characters that really worked out for them before. Seems like on the side of New Richmond, looks like we're getting a little bit of a composition switch. We're still in the Sigma, we're still in the Freya, still in the Mercy, but going Ana and Sombra. I do like the idea. I do like the idea. Ana, definitely one of those characters that if you don't shut her down can be very, very hard to kill. Very, very useful in holding. Have to see what we can do here. Looks like Mr. Ches already going to be starting on a bit of a flank here, but Ruffle goes down, Azure goes down. The 1 is just on a streak. The Lucio is not going to quite die. Oh, I think the Amp It Up might have saved the Lucio there. And, wow, Jay killing Who, and I think that might be it already. Yeah, they got the tick, and that is going to be map win for Sun Prairie, going up 2-0 in the series. Just 1 away from winning the whole thing. I definitely really liked the way Sun Prairie were playing. They looked pretty unstoppable there. Yeah, and another J play of the game. Clean shots all around. And yeah, well, I think the next map type is Escort. Okay. That's what we got. Let's see, what's in the map pool here? We got Circuit Royale, Route 66, Rialto, and Watchpoint Gibraltar. I'm a big Circuit Royale fan, as I'm sure a lot of Overwatch players are. Circuit Royale, one of the most popular maps in the game, even at a higher level, too, so wouldn't mind seeing that. Route 66 might be a bit of a switch up from the maps we've seen before. Same with Watchpoint Gibraltar, a bit more elevation, a bit more length to them. So I think I would really like to see New Richmond pick a map like that in particular. Looks like Rialto is going to be the map pick. I'm not sure how much I like Rialto as much as Route 66 or Gibraltar, but it's still not a bad choice. I don't think there was really a bad choice in terms of switching it up for New Richmond. So we'll have to see what the hero ban is. We definitely saw a number of characters from all of them. Perhaps the WIHSEA ban again. Or maybe I believe the Ash was what Jay was on for a while, but Jay's actually going to be out. Looks like we are taking a couple players out, putting Eclipse back in. They are banning Ramatra. I think they banned Ramatra last time. Wait. Unfortunately, you cannot ban the same character twice in a row, so looks like they're gonna have to go with something else. The Ramatra gonna be open on the table. I know the one I believe played Ramatra in the first map, and it was definitely a problem. So. Let's see what we can come up with here. I do think it's interesting taking Jay out. I feel like he was your star player. Jay are the one for sure, but you know, I definitely think it might just be a map thing, might be a character thing. So they're going to ban the Echo. Okay. Echo definitely one of the characters that's pretty good on this map, I would say. So I don't disagree. I think this is fine. And we'll have to see what not New Richmond, Sun Prairie ban. Can't ban a DPS, so we'll have to see. Banning Sigma. Okay. We definitely saw a lot of the Sigma. For sure. I definitely think who might be struggling having to play a different character this map, so yeah, let's see how it goes. This could be our potential final map of the series if Sun Prairie managed to take down New Richmond. And, you know, even though I don't think the preseason week counts on your scoreline, it would feel nice to start out with a win. New Richmond, gotta be fighting back. Gotta come back in the series here. Alrighty. Looks like we've got a little bit. Let's see, I believe, yes, New Richmond are on attack here. Sun Prairie on defense. We got the ones classic Orisa, the Junkrat again, Soldier from Eclipse. And then the Judo Lucio. I do like the comp. I do like both comps. Honestly, I do feel like New Richmond's comp can definitely work out. We'll have to see what Mr. Chess can do with his Widow. Whether we'll take a shot and leave or stick with it. This is one of Widow's best maps. Ooh. Nice shot from Mr. Ches. That is the way you want to start the map. That is the first pick. Oh my goodness. And Mr. Ches doesn't stop. I mean, 2 picks already, and then the Wuyang getting another. This is going to be a good first push here. Oh, wow. The shot from the Widows have just been incredible. Yeah, but, I mean, New Richmond not going to get a whole lot off of that. It seemed like Sun Prairie managed to stop the bleeding of losing that fight just a little bit. Yeah, as we approach the next fight, I would like to see a little bit more aggression, I think, from New Richmond. I think that's been one of their biggest problems throughout the entire series. Ooh, Mr. Ches gets another pick. Orisa ult's gonna do about half on the ram, but Mercy heals it right back up. Mr. Ches just cannot stop. This Widow has been really, really good. But, you know, enough about the Widow. Let's talk about the One. The One has been slowing down this push by a lot. And the Ramatra goes in, gets one. Ruffles gets two. Mr. Ches gets a third. New Richmond is looking like a brand new team in this map. Yeah, the One's going to have to back up with no team left standing. It looks like we may get a point here if New Richmond can pull out this fight. Oh, the one goes down. The Lucio beats. The Ramatra goes in with form. And they... Oh, I didn't even realize they got the point. Ruffle goes down, but... Lijiang, yeah, just gonna have to back up. Not gonna be able to continue the fight anymore. Junkrat is gonna alt C. Oh, it gets to Ruffles and who are gonna go down to Tulsk. And yeah, Yuki. I mean, Sun Prairie. That was a good fight. They managed to get one. Can't be too bad if you're New Richmond. You've got quite a lot going for you already. You're gonna lose the fight, but they did invest a couple alts. So, wow, Mr. Ches. Looks like Eclipse is gonna get the pick, but not, or use the alt. Not gonna do too much with it though. The Widow is just a little too intimidating. Let's see what's going on over here. The One trying to hold down the fort as Mr. Ches picks off Eclipse. I think one thing we haven't talked about enough is this New Richmond backline this game. Both the Mercy and the Lijiang have kept up this New Richmond team by a lot. So incredibly well. Who gets a pick on Tulsk? Coral Tank reses, and you know, I think this might just be a team fight loss here. Who is gonna be barely holding on? Yuki is gonna get the pick, and that's gonna be Sun Prairie's cue to push up here. Yeah. Oh, Ruffles on 1 HP. Who is going to have to back up? This New Richmond team definitely wants a little bit more. They've pushed it far already, but, you know, about a minute left. If you can just get another fight win, you could perhaps push it to the very end to get another checkpoint. The Orisa is going to ult. The One gets... Yeah. Oh, Mr. Ches is in the back line with the Widow. I don't know how much longer you're going to be surviving here. Oh my god, dodges the Wuyang masterfully. But you got the Lucio on. Yeah, that's going to be it. What a fun ride, but Mr. Ches inevitably will go down hunting. A little too deep into enemy territory. The one gets 2 kills and, oh. My bad for Jay. I'm very sorry. I should have asked. Yeah, the one gets a kill onto Mr. Ches. Yeah. That is round 1 complete. New Richmond got about a checkpoint and a half there. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll have to see how Sun Prairie, if they can close out the series here, New Richmond gets another shot at life. I'm excited to see what comps we get pulled out here. Especially that Widow pick from Mr. Ches. I think that was working beautifully on attack. We'll have to see if it works the same on defense. Looks like Mr. Ches is going to be going on the Genji. We're not going to stick on the Widow. Otherwise, relatively similar comps all around. Really the only switch up here. I'm excited to see how, with the maps flipped, how each team will perform. And we don't have to wait too long. 1 second. Mr. Ches, really deep up there. Who gets a kill on Tolsch? And, yeah, no. Wow. That is an immediate team fight from New Richmond. Incredible. Looks like Mr. Ches going in very deep, but the one is going to get the kill. Mercy fell off the map somehow. Not sure how that happened. The water's not swimmable. Pretty scrappy team fight here. But it seems like inevitably Sun Prairie will come out on top. I didn't notice, but we did get an Alari switch from Yuki. Very interesting choice here. Especially in the offense. Alari, definitely a little bit more known as a defensive character. Seems like the Orisa is going to ult. The Wuyang ult comes in. The one gets a kill on the Mercy. And, you know, the card's just slowly pushing up. If New Richmond don't push in soon, they're going to get checkpoint. Seems like someone contested, but Sun Prairie... you know, Mr. Ches still on the point, able to hold off for such a long time. Wow. Getting 2 with the Genji Blade, but not going to be quite enough. Sun Prairie going to get the point. Bastion does so much damage, and yeah, that's just gonna kill who. This is gonna give Sun Prairie a lot of leverage to start off. They're already just perhaps one team fight away from taking the series home. New Richmond need an answer. Especially with almost every single ult on the side of Sun Prairie about to come up. Oh, but Mr. Ches gets a beautiful kill on the Junkrat to open up this fight. But not going to survive the WIHSEA. The card's super close. Oh, and we've got ults. We've got ults galore, and that is going to be a team fight win for Sun Prairie. That's going to be taking the series home. Good stuff from Sun Prairie. I mean, it was a great series to watch. I enjoyed every second of it. There were a lot of good things from all sides, but at the end of the day, Sun Prairie were just a bit better. And so yeah, that concludes our preseason week. GG's all around. Our preseason game is done, and you know, even though it was a 3-0, it was pretty close, I would say, especially on that last map, Rialto. So yeah, I am Solo, your commentator. I will be seeing you all next week for our week 1 matches, which I am very excited for. And so yeah, I hope everyone has a good rest of